Welcome everybody in this IBM session, and in this session we are going to discuss about the editor in IBM I. Though there are many editors like RDI and for that developed by the IBM. So let's see what we are talking about. We are talking about the ILEditor. So just I was just going to see how the GitHub, and there I see this ILEditor content, right? So then I thought I worked something on it, and I thought to share you with you people. So let's see what we get in this. So in this we will see the overview of the ILEditor, the features of the ILEditor, the clone source from the remote server, the push source to the remote server, and compile object from the ILEditor, right? So this is a similar kind of thing for the editors. Like will support a different libraries like CL, RPG, COBOL, C++, right? Even for the error list even, right? And this is the URL, so I can use this URL, and this is the site from where I have downloaded. So I will copy the link in the channel, so you can see, you can use it, right? And this is something the features of the ILE. So you can have file, tools, source, component, help. So that we will see then, and we'll see some clone source from the remote server, and then push source from the remote server. Right? So let's do it. Okay. So I want to just give an overview of it. So this is the ILEditor. So let's close everything. Right. So let's close it. I will close this also. Okay, and then again open this. Okay. So it's opening. Right, and I have just given my setup, right? You have to give yours with your user profile, the host name and the user profile, right? And here I have to give my password, and then press continue. It will take, it will work, it will open. It will take some time, right? So you can see here, this is the welcome screen, and you can see different options, right? So this is new. So new is something where you can you can do something like source file creation or something like that, right? You want to open on the local machine, you can open here. This is a toolbox. This is the open toolbox. If you open, you can get these options, right? So in these options, you can see there are different Q browser. So you do Q browser, right? So you can get this screen, and you want to add something, for example, library. So you can do this, right? There's an object diagram you can do. You can find a school file list, something like that, right? You can do. So this is important connection setting. So you just see this one. So this is connection, and this is FTP, and this is IFS. You just see the home directory, and this is the editor. We can see the indentation, the Korean new, and the school listing, and the ILEditor. And this is something where you set up your emulator. So when you just go to the emulator, for example, find, and just click on this emulator, and just open it and save it. So you can directly open your emulator from here, right? So you can launch. So you will ask for again, it will come the green screen, right? So you can use from here, right? So and let's see. This is something about the clone and clone and SPF. So we will discuss on this, right? And let's open something, some source, so it will be well to discuss. So let's talk about the programs. It is opening, right? So let's open this program. Right? So environment setup. Okay, we can close this one. So this is a program, right? And let's suppose we have this program, right? So work object env, right? So let's delete this program, right? So I delete this program, and now this is the new object in the library, right? So now I want to compile this. So just do compile option and create bind C, right? So you can see in the bottom it's coming the compile finished successfully, right? So now you can go to the green screen and see this object. Refresh it, you will get this object, right? So from the ILEditor, we can directly compile the source, right? So it is good, right? And you can open any source from here, like you want to open DDS, you want to open through FPGA, right? So you can open from here, okay? So there's nothing you can, so you can open any display file you want to open. Okay, so you can see here, this is display file, okay? Now let's check something about the IFS browsers. IFS browsers. This is the Qsys. Now IFS browser. So this is something the home directory of mine setup, right? So if you see here, so you can see here QCLSR here and 2RPGLE again you can see it. If you want to open this PDF, let's see if it opens here. So you can see this PDF, right? So this PDF is open here. Right? So and you can open source from this on directory. You can everything is open, right? So this is something about the IFS browser. So let's have some in this Qsys or Qsys I want to add something, right? So just close, just minimize and just minimize everything, right? So it will be all okay over here. So I want to add my library agent, right? So source file select is load all source physical file. So if I JEIN2, right? So if I select anything, so let's see if it's coming or not. I don't see it will come because I don't have any library, right? So it will not. So let's create a library here. Right? So let's go to the screen, right? And drop object ILEditor and let's see. Do I have any source file? No, I don't have any source file, right? In this library. Okay. So nothing is coming, right? So nothing is here. Now let's go to here, right? And open from here new source physical file member, right? So create from here. So in this library IIJAIN2, and I want to create CLSRC, right? And this is something I want to create. So now it got created, right? If you want to see the green screen, the member space. So I want to see here. That's mine. And now it got created, right? Work member area, right? Work member PDM. Okay, and I will go to my CLSRC and I will see here identity. So it got created with no member, right? So what we can do, we can just copy something from the PDM and then from the IGN one and just copy any source from here to library IGN, okay. So we have just copied here, right? So if you just refresh, if you want to fetch something, then see it's coming or not. It's loading now. You can see here, right? So you can see from here. You can open this object, right? Now the thing which is there is something about the local, right? This is something about the remote you are fetching, right? So there is some directory, there is some when you do some setup, right? So uh, there's a root, right? So you need to search that root. So I think I have in the shared folder. And I think I have to do the app data. In the app data, I have to go for the roamings, and then there is the ILEditor data, and there is a source, right? So this is a path for this. So here you can see there's a library ILEditor appears, and so it is coming here directly, right? So I don't have to clone anything, and it's coming directly, right? But if my PC is not working, right, and then so for example, if suppose I just copy my agent one, right, from here and see the QCMD or QCLSRC. So if I copy this, so QCMD is not there, and now I want to copy this into here, right? But now I have to, this is not in the remote system, right? So now I want to do, I have to push it, right? So push here something. So what is for local copies, you go to local copies, you push, right? So you push. So what I do, right? Fetch local members. So in this library, what are the local members are there? You will see here. So these are the local members, right? So there is form, object, right, and all these things. So QCLs, then you can just want to do this, right? So you just push all of them, right? So this will get pushed, and it will push to the IGEN2. So from the local, from the here, it will get pushed to this library, right? So it might take some time. So it's called push, right? So now you refresh again. From here, fetch. So you have to go again for the Qsys Browser. Now we can add something here. So we want to add IIJAIN2 and then select all, and then so I want to see a IIJAIN2 library here in this Qsys Browser and see if it's coming or not. So not came, right? So now you can see this here QCMD. So nothing I have to do. I just copy it from IIJAIN1 and just load it, right? Okay. So if you're working offline and something you are doing, and then you can push your sources there, right? So this is something about that, right? And even something that you want to fetch, you want to clone. So similarly, you can clone it with this option, right here. Okay. So you can clone everything. For example, if I delete, for example, if I delete everything from here in this library, I delete everything. So there is nothing in IIGen2, right? So if you refresh, it will not. It will not. If you do anything, it will refresh. So nothing is coming, right? Right now. Okay. Now what you can do, you can just clone. So you have to do option of source and just SPF clone, right? And IIJAIN2 fetch members. And when you fetch the members, it will give the list, and whatever you want to fetch, everything, it will fetch, right? So, or you want to select, you can select even, right? And might be there, I have seen some error that, so as I told, this is all working, and so might, sometimes you get some, something not working, but you can clone here very easily. So everything what you have deleted, right, it will appear in a local machine, right? So this is something what you do FTP or something like that, right? So it is all okay. Now you can see here. So I think that it came here, right? So this is QCLRC and QCMDSRC sources, right? So and basically, you are running on here, right? So you can work here offline, online, and for example, you don't have an internet or any issues, you can work on your system. You can work, right? And then when your network comes, and you can do it, right? You can push or something like that, right? So this is all about the small that's all about the ILEditor, how we can use it. And even I'm very new to this, and even I have to learn more stuff about it. And if in some other part I will give some more better knowledge on this, right? So let's see if something more remaining. I think I have covered everything, right? So I have covered the file tools. Help, yeah, you can go for help here. So in this help, you get about the editor. So you can just join the same site and just use a git repository. So you can use this, right? So help is there. So this is and I have just explained about the clone source from the remote server and push source to the remote server, right? So so everything I explained in this session, uh, what I know. So thank you for watching the video, and please subscribe the channel if you like it. Thank you. Bye.